this morning on a DUI. Yeah, looks half asleep. He plays for the Raiders now, yeah?
He doesn't play. He hasn't played for years.
Oh, Marshawn Lynch? Who am I thinking of? Who went to the Raiders? It was like a big get for them.
What's his face? The wide receiver from Green Bay.
Okay.
What was his name?
Is Richard Sherman?
Adams.
That's not who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Marshawn.
He went there. He played like one season or like 2 seasons with them, but that was 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh,
like
okay.
It's been a while.
Gotcha.
Maybe 3
They
or 4.
brought him from Seattle, right, to go to...
Well, he like retired and then came back and signed with them.
Right. Richard Sherman, is he out of the biz too? Remember that guy?
Yeah,
Richard Sherman?
I think he is.
Marshawn Lynch won the Super Bowl with the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm. Would have won too if they would have run the ball. And they threw an interception on the 1 yard line.
Yeah. I've got, in about 9 minutes, going to be your shot to get to Vegas. Speaking of which, for this year's iHeartRadio Music Festival. It's just a few weeks away. You and a pal, send you out, put you up. Throw you $1,000. Black Keys and Pat Benatar and a whole bunch of pop acts that you've probably never heard of. But it is Las Vegas, so just go and have a good time. You'll have $1,000. So your one keyword with me in a few minutes here around 5 o'clock. We'll also get to some celebrity hot goss with Perez Bilton.
Hot goss.
Anytime you want to leave messages, you can.
Sticky goss.
It's like a Guar show.
What? You don't want some hot sticky goss?
No, I want you
filling up your ears.
to be quiet.
By the way, a couple of people pointing out when I was talking about my spending my immense wealth on 9 tine forks. A couple of people pointing out that that's called a comb. And you know what? I hadn't thought of it like that, but...
Comb on a stick.
Well, it's like an afro pick, you know, but a really long one. And
It's metal, I hope.
Metal, yes. The finest metals. Mm-hmm. I employ a team of metallurgists to come up with... Alan, that's cool that your forks have so many tines, but how many wheels does your car have? You know, we're losing the wheels in the move to the new studios. No more wheels.
You're not going to transfer it over?
No, because I already took it home, and I don't want to bring it back. Maybe I will.
Yeah, why not?
That'll be a big surprise for, I don't know. Who cares? Our first live show, though, if everything goes according to plan in the new studios, is going to be 1 week from today. So this is our final Tuesday in the WMMS Independence, Ohio studios. You can leave us messages on the iHeartRadio app if you like.
This is Anna Anonymous for the record.
Wouldn't it just be anonymous? Anna
No,
Anonymous.
it's Anonymous.
Anonymous.
This is Anna Anonymous for the record. I would totally buy Alan's used clothing.
Ooh.
I don't know about like underwear or something, but there's like a t-shirt he wore on the show, like that Kung Fu Fighting or one of your little, CLE clothing buzzard merch. And Gwen wants to save on laundry. Send them on over.
What's the point of that? You
but
want
how
my
much?
underwear. I mean, first of all, how dare you assume that my wife does my laundry? I do my laundry, thank you very much. And second of all, that's no big shakes. You're supposed to say, I want Alan's underwear, not a couple of T-shirts that you could buy somewhere.
I don't know. There have been some days where you've walked in here and your shirt fits you ever so snugly.
Of course.
And your pecs look spectacular.
I'm always nipping out.
It's not nipples. It's just like, it looks like you have a very muscular chest.
I do.
And I keep my comments to myself because you'll me to me. Okay.
You what?
I said, I keep
You will me to him.
Yep. Whenever I leave and go on to do something else, you're like, don't do that. He was complimenting my pecs one day.
Me too. I'm not a Me Too guy. First of all, I'm a guy, so I'm not a Me Too guy. If I were a female, that's why, listen.
I compliment Mary all the time. I'm like,
You never compliment me, ever.
I do too.
And the only thing that ever
when
comes
he
out of
calls
your
you
mouth,
a ratchety bitch, that's him
ratchety
complimenting
bitch
you.
looking ready to give a sloppy.
Yes.
That's a compliment.
Those
You're
are
really
his.
good. I'll
Those are
feel
his
good.
compliments to you.
Feel good about myself. I'm down a few pounds. He looked at me like, you're tired. I'm like, oh, I wasn't, but thanks.
What, bitch?
Why your eyes look like that? You're so sleepy.
Man, shut your ass up.
Girl, you pale. Why you look like Casper?
Yeah.
Didn't you just come home from a beach vacation?
Shouldn't you be tan?
Oh, no, I do say that, but I say it to everyone.
Yeah, you do say that. Why do you think I was on the beach so much? I'm like, I can't go back and not be tan. Poundcake's going to tear me to shreds.
Compliment me. You compliment Brian. You'll talk about my hot boyfriend, but you don't say anything nice about me.
Yeah, he's pretty good looking, though.
He's a good looking guy.
If you're Poundcake, who is he going to stare at more? He's trying to drive a wedge between you and your boyfriend. Don't you see what's going on?
I've met Brian twice. I met him at your dad's gathering, and then he was outside the studio one day. I literally have met that man twice.
I think I've met him once. Was your dad's
I met
thing
him twice?
I feel like your dad's thing was the one time I met your boyfriend.
You met him before we were dating at a mutual friends cookout, because that's when I met him.
Oh.
Year 2019.
In Wimble's backyard.
Yes, the day that he and I met, you guys also met, because you guys were there too.
Right, we were there.
Yes.
Okay.
You talked about your daughters.
Right.
Because they are the same age.
Right.
And look similar.
But I didn't remember the second time around.
Yes. That's okay.
That's on me.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, okay. Well, I do remember thinking at the time, as I think you were sitting down jamming a hot dog into your mouth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sounds like Mary.
I remember thinking, oh, Mary should really go out with this guy and eventually
did
move in
not.
with him back to Berea. No. I mean, that was my initial thought. I mean, I certainly don't want to call myself Coxtradamus. He's buried in the sands.
Especially
By the way,
he didn't live in Berea at that
No,
point.
he lived in Chesterland.
oh, he did. Oh, God, he was in the sticks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
That's when he texted me and he was like, hey, I moved back to the west side. We can hang out more now. And I was like, great. Where'd you move? And he's like, Berea. I was like, oh,
You son of a
you
bitch.
knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, here I am.
Huh.
Suburbia.
Yeah.
I like it.
Right.
We're having a good time.
Listen, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it, right?
Right.
With being there. You're not running into people that you had bad experiences with.
Not yet.
I think you were smart back in your hoe phase to pork a lot of guys that probably didn't live in Berea. You're not going to run into them,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
That's smart. But again, Poundcake's compliments take a different form than other people's.
He doesn't compliment.
Well, he does. They're just his. By the way,
style of compliment.
I don't want to draw attention away from anyone else, but I would like to mention that when we do return to Jamaica for this wedding in the spring, that I will be exhuming Coxtradamus from the sands of Jamaica.
Oh.
He was buried in Jamaica when we went years
Like
ago.
Jumanji, you're going to hear it pounding in the sand. And
I don't know about that, but I feel like my powers of prognostication have refined since then, right? I was swinging and missing left and right, and so I feel like I'm going to exhume Coxtradamus from the sands of Jamaica. What?
I said no.
Shut up, Poundcake! That's how good I am, because I knew you were going to say that.
Well, because I was right the whole time, and you were like, "No,
Shut up, Poundcake.
white people don't win elections anymore." That's what you said.
I never said
You
that.
said you said
What?
you can't win elections
That's
with
not-
just white people anymore.
No, white voters is what I said. Yes, and I was not white people can't win elections. This guy, he's misquoting. No wonder he can't foist a good compliment on somebody. Why you gotta go be a lesbian and then date Brian? She's like, I'm not gay.
never,
What?
Never was gay.
Everybody, yeah. All right, let me get you to Vegas here. Lost Wages, if you believe Becker and Fagan. Viva Las Vengeance, if you're more into Poundcake's favorite punk band, Panic at the Disco. Who cares, right? Hometown of the Killers. Las Vegas, Nevada, for those of you keeping track at home. It's our iHeartRadio Music Festival, and it's a trip, you and a pal, $1,000 that we throw in as well, and this is your one chance this afternoon to win. So listen closely. Good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Time for your shot at $1,000 and a VIP trip to Vegas for our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword FESTIVAL to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info, standard data, and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's FESTIVAL to 200-200. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
There you go. Isn't Rover from Vegas, too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel is from Vegas. Storied history there. Alan, you only meet somebody once, and after that it progresses.
Not if you're us.
Not if you're us, because I don't remember who you are.
Yeah, we meet people a bunch of times.
Yeah, so technically you are correct.
You met us once. We met you a bunch of times.
That's right. Yeah, technically you are correct, but it's just as though we've never met before. Do you want to do some hot goss?
Hot sticky goss.
Celebrity goss?
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez Bilton. Ooh.
We do like to dip our toe in every so often, about once a week, and check in with Perez Bilton, who gets us hip to what's going on in, the kids call it Tinseltown, but it can be anywhere, right? What do you got?
Well, Johnny Depp, his resurgence continues as he signed a multi-year 7-figure deal with Dior to be the face of their men's line. But according to inside sources, Depp will have influence over the fragrance and said it will feature scents of the sea to represent his iconic role as Jack Sparrow, combined with scents of the vineyard for his love of wine, and a hint of a feminine turd to represent the grumpy Amber Heard left in his bed.
Yeah.
Inside sources.
Ezra Miller, who plays the Flash in the Justice League movies, and he's got a Flash movie coming out next year. He's in trouble again. Miller was arrested in a New Hampshire home for breaking into it and stealing several bottles of alcohol. Surveillance footage confirmed that it was the Flash actor, and he was charged with felony burglary. According to inside sources, Miller said he was just practicing for an upcoming role as a former Hollywood actor.
Inside sources.
Ezra Miller. He just can't stay out of trouble, that guy.
A wild one.
They just can't stay out of trouble.
And then, of course, Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson have called it quits, and no one is happier than the formerly talented rapper Kanye West. West has harassed Davidson throughout the 9-month relationship, causing Davidson to seek out trauma therapy. According to inside sources, Davidson's trauma therapy was clapping. This one went well. According to inside sources, Pete's trauma therapy was clapping Kim's cheeks, so he's gonna have to find a new way to cope.
Inside sources.
Oh my goodness, that is some hot goss,
boy. This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez Bilton. Ooh.
Kanye really is a psychopath, though.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was strange that Pete Davidson even gave it the time of day, where he's like, I'm going into trauma therapy because Kanye said I'm dead or
It's
something.
also weird that companies are still working with him, because usually when someone is that off the rails and it's really toxic what he's doing, and they're just like, well,
but he must still be making money for
those
people.
Those Yeezys still sell, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah. As soon as he stops making money for them, they'll cut him loose.
Inside sources.
I think it was the Gap or somebody declared. Didn't we talk about it on the show? Someone said Yeezy Day, and they sold his shoes or something without his consent.
Well,
he's
got shoes that he's a partnership with
Yeezy Gap.
Well, but he's got Adidas.
It was Adidas.
Who sells.
Yeah, it was like Adidas
and they
Day.
did Yeezy Day, and they re-released a bunch of shoes, and he was all mad about it, and because he likes to keep things exclusive so he can jack the prices up, and they're like, dude, we get to sell the shoes. It's just your name, but we make them.
Yeah, and by the way, Kanye's been out of his gourd for a while, and the Gap still signed a 10-year deal with him only 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. So he was well into
He had already run for president.
Yes, he was well into people knowing all about Kanye, and they were like, "Yep, we're gonna hitch our wagon to your star."
His stuff sells.
Because that's what I'm saying,
and I just don't understand why. His shoes
I don't
look
either, but
terrible.
They're awful.
They're not all
it's
of them.
It's a flex. It's a status thing.
It is, but
my son still buys Yeezys.
I know. There's people
Your son
that
has
buy
Yeezys?
them.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
He buys them and flips some of them, and yeah.
See, if he wants to get some off his hands, let me know. What size is he? Because I want some Yeezys, but I just don't want to pay for them.
Yeah, I fronted
We're
him.
gonna have to pay for 'em.
I fronted him some fork money and I bought some Yeezys.
I'm not talking about like they jack them up for like thousands of dollars though.
Well, you're still gonna have to. They retail for like $250 or $300.
Yeah, I'll pay that much. But I'm not fast enough to get them. By the time I try to go on and look, because I'm slow, my brother's slow. They're like, all right,
gotta
well,
go pay attention to when the releases are.
yeah.
I'm more fascinated by the Ezra Miller thing.
It's crazy.
Because at some point, it's like he's daring Warner Brothers to cut him loose, especially in the wake of this Batgirl thing where they're like, we spent $90 million in this movie. We don't care for it, so we're not going to show it to anyone.
Bear stuff.
And Ezra Miller, reportedly, this Flash movie costs crazy money.
Well, they've been making this movie for a long...
Right.
This movie's been in development for 6 years.
And they're like, it's still coming out. So I feel like they spent, $90 million is a lot of money. But in the modern age of superhero movies, maybe not enough for them to go, yeah, we're going to cut this.
Well, with the new president in charge, he's trying to right the ship for DC.
Right.
Is he that important to the story?
He's the Flash.
The Flash, if you're releasing a movie called The Flash.
See, I thought
he's the guy.
Well, again, I don't pay attention to superhero movies, but I thought he was like in the movie. I didn't know he was like the Flash, the guy. I didn't know he was that popular, quite honestly. I didn't think he was that big of a name. I knew who he was because of
he's not really
Perks of Being a Wallflower, but that was it.
He's not like a superstar, but he's the title character.
They can't. Okay. Yeah, they're not going to pull another Batgirl with
He can't do like a face swap on him or anything like that.
Do you think that this is all promo as well? Is it a conspiracy that he's just doing this?
No, he's been a goofball they've been a goofball for a while.
Because all that stuff happened in Hawaii where they were fighting people singing karaoke. He got arrested. They got arrested like 35 times in the past year.
But this burglary thing is weird to me because it was in Stamford, Vermont, which is where he already has a place. He was getting in trouble this past, I was going to say this past summer, but like earlier in the summer. He has a ranch there in the same town where he got pinched in somebody else's house. And he was... They said he had a 25-year-old mother and her 3 children living at his ranch in Vermont. The property doubles as an unlicensed cannabis farm and has several firearms on the premises. The 1-year-old child was found with a loose bullet in their mouth.
Oh, my gosh.
So nobody knows what they are up to. And, but it's just a matter of time before somebody goes... We got to cut bait, and we've got to, The Flash is still a go. Mm-hmm. We've seen The Flash, Black Adam, and Shazam dose, and we're very excited about them. The Flash is going to hit, because again, it's not like this movie's almost ready to come out. It's coming out next summer. On my birthday, June 23rd, 2023, is when The Flash will hit theaters.
They're just going to lock him in a room.
Yes.
Like, stop doing anything until this movie comes out, and then you do whatever the hell you want.
They've got
we'll recast
a lot.
you. It's fine. But just let us get this movie out.
Yeah.
Because that's the one. Michael Keaton was in the Batgirl movie, but the reason he was brought back is the Flash movie.
They're trying to tie all these movies together like the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having a hard time, boy.
Yeah.
Yep. But he's so fast that I don't know how they got him on camera.
Well, he's not really the
They
Flash.
are. I'm sorry? Oh.
They're not really the Flash.
Oh. Get him on camera. Ammonia. Oh, so they were not caught on camera. They were walking at regular speed.
Right. And got felony charges.
Yeah.
So just go buy your own booze, man.
Yeah. Felony alcohol theft. I didn't even know that was a thing. Crazy Vermont.
Well, it's not because it was alcohol. It's because it was breaking into somebody else's house.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, well.
It's felony burglary.
They do things differently there in the Green Mountain State. Who knows? I'm going to take a break. I will have those Korn and Evanescence tickets for you after the break. They're doing Blossom in a couple of weeks, August 23rd. 2 weeks from tonight, maybe? So if you want to go to that show, I'll hook you up shortly. 35192 and a text for something, and we'll